Hi yogis, welcome to my channel. I'm Becca and this will be a grounding yoga class. No props are required, but if you have some yoga blocks, it wouldn't hurt to have them nearby. Let's begin in seated butterfly. I'm going to turn to the side so you can better see what I'm doing. Bring the soles of your feet to touch and ground your sitting bones on the mat. And you can decide how close or far your heels are in towards your hips. The closer you have them in, the more you'll feel it in the inner groin area. And the farther away, you'll feel it more on your outer hip. So you decide. Go ahead and grab a hold of your big toes with your two peace fingers. And we're going to cat and cow from here. So holding on to your toes. Inhale. Bring the chest forward. Gaze up. Open the heart. Exhale. Round the spine. Tuck the chin. Curl the spine. Inhale. Open the heart. Bring your elbows in towards you. Exhale. Round the spine. Inhale. Exhale. Continuing with this at your own pace, letting your breath guide you. Warming up our spine. And the next time you round forward, do our cat variation pose. Go ahead and fold forward. Allowing this to be a passive fold. We're not pushing or pulling. Let gravity do the work here. And if the ground is a little too far for you to be able to comfortably relax in this pose, this would be a great opportunity to use a yoga block to raise the floor, bring it closer to you. And just notice the quality of your breath here. Not really trying to change anything right now, just noticing. And to exit, continue to breathe as you push your hands into the mat and rise up. And straighten your left leg and bring your right foot into your inner thigh. Walk your fingertips out as far as you can. Keep your foot active and press your heel into the mat. And press your fingertips into the mat as if you're trying to pull your heart forward. Keeping your spine straight for now. Breathing into your belly. And then let's go ahead and fold down now. So creating a passive forward fold as we enter Janushrashasana or head to knee pose. Again, no pushing or pulling here. Close your eyes if you feel so inclined, and let yourself feel supported by the mat, by the surface that is underneath you. Breathe into your belly. And as we exit here, flip your palms, continue to breathe. Gently push yourself up. And we'll take this head to knee pose on the other side. So extend your right leg straight. Bring your left foot into your inner thigh. Walk your fingertips out. Press into the heel of your right foot. Fingertips are pressing in. Open your heart. And I forgot to mention on the first side, but it's totally okay to keep a bend in this knee. The hamstrings are tight. We're all going to feel this a little bit different. One more full round of breath here is an active stretch. And as you exhale, let yourself melt as your torso folds over your leg, taking our passive variation of this pose. And this is one of my all-time favorite yoga poses. And to exit, push your hands into the mat. Slowly rise up. And we'll take a wide leg forward fold now. I'm just turning so you guys can see. But for yourself at home, you can just straighten your other leg. You don't have to open your legs up very wide. Just wherever you feel a little sensation. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Pretend as if someone had a string on the crown of your head and was pulling it up. And then walk your fingertips out. And same thing, press into the heels of your feet. Press into your fingertips and try to pull your heart forward, keeping your spine as straight as you can. Inhale, lengthen the spine. And then exhale. Hi, baby. Forward fold as low as you can. You can rest on your forearms. Or if you would like, you can make a little pillow with your hands and put your forehead there. If you have a pet nearby, go ahead and give them some love. And don't worry about having a straight spine here. And again, this is a great time to utilize a yoga block. All right, to exit, slowly rise up. Continue to breathe. Deep breaths into your belly. And then if you would like to use the support of your hands, bend the knees. Close your legs. And we'll take a twist. So keep your right leg extended straight on the mat for now. Cross your left leg over, placing all four corners of your left foot on the mat, and then cross or bend your right knee if you can, if that's accessible to you. I'll back up a little bit so you can see. But if it feels like too much to bend the right knee, just go ahead and keep it straight. And then with your right arm, go ahead and reach around, hug that left knee into your chest, into the center midline. Your left arm is going to come back as a kickstand support. Inhale, lengthen the spine, create space between your vertebrae. And then exhale, allow yourself to relax into the twist a little bit. Important to keep both hips grounded on the mat. After your exhale, untwist. And we'll take that on the other side. So this time, keep your left leg straight. Go ahead and cross your right foot. Keep all four corners of your foot grounded on the mat. And then if you did so on the first side, go ahead and cross this other leg. Again, if it's too much, just go ahead and keep it straight. Take your left hand, hug your knee into the center midline. Use your other arm as a kickstand. Inhale, bring navel to spine. Exhale, relax into the twist. One more full round of breath. Remember to keep hugging your knee in. After your exhale, go ahead and untwist. And then we're going to come into a child's pose. So transition onto your hands and your knees. And then bring your big toes to touch. And your knees are wide as you would like. Walk your hands forward, lengthen the spine, and then bow forward. Bring forehead to the mat. Relax your hips towards your heels. Let your shoulders be soft. Option to roll the forehead on the mat for a little forehead massage, third eye activation. Now would be a good time to activate your Ujjayi breath if you so choose. Inhaling and exhaling through your nose with a very slight constriction in the back of your throat. It sounds a little bit like the ocean. It's meant to warm the body and distract the mind, keep you grounded and present in the moment. I'll take 5 more deep breaths right here. And to rise, press your hands into the mat. Walk your knees underneath your hips, wrists underneath shoulders. And then just bring your feet also in line with your knees behind you. From tabletop pose, go ahead and bring your left leg forward, coming into a low lunge position. Keep fingertips on the mat for now. Option to use your block to bring the floor closer to you if it's a little far. Go ahead and really broaden the shoulders. We don't want to round forward. Do your best to kiss your shoulder blades behind you. Relax the chest and breathe into your belly to get a little bit of a deeper sensation in your right hip. Squeeze your right glute behind you. And then we're going to activate our core and our pelvic floor as we inhale and rise up. Lengthen your tailbone towards the ground and firm up the belly just a little bit. Bring navel to spine. Keep that integrity in your pelvis and then let yourself come forward. Make sure that your make sure that your left knee and ankle are in one line. And from here, interlace your hands that are above your head. Place them behind your skull. So not your neck, behind your skull. And then let your elbows open to the side as you gaze up and let your hands cradle the weight of your head. For a gentle heart opener, one more inhale. As you exhale, begin to rise up. Bring your hands back to the mat. And step back to tabletop pose. And we'll go to the other side. So now right leg comes forward. Find your alignment here. Knee over ankle. Squeeze your left glute. Intensify the stretch in the hip if you so choose. Heart is open. And we'll begin to rise up, so activate the core, your pelvic floor. Press into your feet. Rise up strong. Keep pressing into your front foot. Be nice and stable and grounded. And now interlace your hands the more unusual way, so other thumb on top. Cradle your skull behind your head. Go ahead and let your heart open. Keeping the integrity in your leg. Inhale, rise up. Bring your hands down. Step back, tabletop pose. And from here, we're gonna just come into our plank just for a second here to transition to a downward facing dog. So from your plank pose, just directly shift your hips up and back. And if you need to walk your feet in or hands in a little bit to adjust, that's totally okay. But typically, the same length in plank is the same length between your hands and feet in down dog as well. So I'll inhale, back to plank just for a second. Exhale, downward facing dog. And from here, I'm gonna walk our feet forward. We're just in down dog for a moment to transition. And then when your hands and feet meet, press into your feet, bend the knees, and let yourself roll up to standing. I'm gonna face the camera, leading in Tadasana. So feet are hip width distance or a little wider. Press into your feet. Lift your kneecaps slightly to activate your quads. Your navel is slightly in and up. Shoulders are broad. Arms are straight. You have a slight tuck to the chin, so the back of the neck is elongated. Mountain pose. Doesn't look like much, but there's actually a lot going on here. Should be activating every muscle in your body. You're strong like a mountain, grounded. And from here, bring your hands onto your hips or either at heart center, wherever you choose. We're going to take tree pose. Send your weight into your right leg. Your left foot rises. You can either just go gently on top of your right foot or at the shin, or you can bring it up to your inner thigh. We just don't want it on your knee. And as you can tell, this is a balancing pose, so find a point in the room that is not moving. something you can look at to keep your balance. And if you so choose, go ahead and open your branches up, puff up the chest, open your heart. If you sway a little bit, it's okay. Trees sway in the wind all the time, but they're grounded, they're roots. And I'm balancing on carpet. It's a lot harder to balance on carpet than it looks. One more full round of breath here. You've got this. Strong, steady legs. Exhale, let it go. Almost fell out of that one. Now reset. We'll do the other side. So send your weight into the left leg. Right foot can go wherever you so choose. Remember, just not on the knee. Find your drishti, the point that you can focus your eyes on that is not moving. Inhale, open your branches when you feel ready. Use your breath as your anchor. Inhale, find a little bit more length, a little more openness. Exhale, release that. And let's come to face the top of our mat. We'll just inhale, reach the arms up, lengthen the spine. Exhale, forward fold, hinge at the hips, bend the knees as much as you need. Place the hands on the mat, step back to plank. You're going to transition onto the floor, so option to bring the knees to the mat and just lower to your belly. And when you get there, roll over onto your back. And hug your knees into your chest. Option to roll from side to side. Maybe do some circles on your lower back. But if you go in one direction, just make sure that you go in the other as well to create balance in the body. Also, option to let the knees fall in towards the armpits. You can reach for the outside edges of the feet. Bring the elbows on the inside of the knees. And let your knees fall towards the side. Again, option to sway from side to side. Or just find stillness. And then final Savasana. Let yourself relax on the mat and do your best to tune out any outside noises you may be hearing that are trying to take your attention. Resist. Stay in the present moment. Let go of any and all breath control.
I'm going to leave you here to rest in Savasana. Stay here as long as you need, and when you do decide to get up, please do so slowly and mindfully. Please like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. Namaste.